Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Claiborne. In the last video, I had moved a bunch of storage totes out of my lofts in my tiny home, and that opened up my lofts for other things. And so I want to show you what I did with that space. I need to bring this little baby bottle up to Matthias anyways. So let's go up here to the bedroom loft, spare room loft. It's quite dark up here, but this is where I have little Matthias. Let me climb all the way up and I'll show you what I've done up here. Well, it's pretty dark up here, but as you can see, this is where I keep my little reborn doll, Matthias. He's so cute. Isn't he beautiful? And I wanted to bring his little baby bottle up here. That's just gonna sit right there. And then let me show you what Barbies are on the other side. So this is the area that I call my little guest room, and this is where all my fluffies have to go and my stuffies have to go, because Miss Molly gets a hold of a stuffy or a fluffy, she defluffs them. So yeah, they have to go up here. All my little throw pillows have to go up here because of Molly Rose. She's a rat terrier, what can I say? And she's spoiled rotten. But she's not up here. And then the Barbies that I left on this side, just kind of random, but the 4 on the right are all Christmas Barbies. Now remember, none of these have been treated yet. They haven't had their hair fixed. They haven't had their clothes washed. I haven't done anything with them. So far, all I've done is just found a space for them. And then I'll take you to the other side and show you what I did over there. And this is the view that you see from the bedroom side over to the other loft, which is now my new world of Barbie. And then I'll take you over there and show you how I set up my Barbies over there. So if I was into like model trains, for instance, I would change this entire area up here to be a train village. And I would have a train going from one side of my cabin all the way over to the other and back again. I do love model trains, but I love my dolls more. If I was into football, I would create, a fantasy football area up here. If I was into nautical, same thing. It's just my space. And also when I'm up here and I'm dusting and cleaning and rearranging, straightening up my dolls, I am disconnected from all of the outside world. And anybody who is like me and has to leave the sanctuary of our home and go to a job, or to in some way have to put ourselves out in the world by shopping and what have you and running errands and become stressful, this is just my place to disconnect from all of that. This is a place where I can come back home to and just completely lose myself in my little world. So let me show you kind of what I did. So I just used white tape across the cracks because that's how lazy I feel about, I do not want to get into sheetrocking and mudding. No, no. For one thing, it's been 108 heat index, and no. So I just white taped it. Okay, and then this little area is the first area that you see when you come up to, and this is the garden. And also, I do want to say that I've been working towards this goal for 2 months. So today was my first day of play day, where I got to come up here and just straighten out my Barbies, who sadly were just tossed into boxes. And I got to actually come up here and think about where I wanted them. So nothing is finished. And it's not completely cleaned up yet. I just couldn't wait to share it with you. So anyway, this is the little garden center, and it's also their dog park. So let me climb on up here and I'll show you what else. So this is the camping area, which I thought was appropriate right next to the park. And then the glamping area. So if you didn't want to rough it in a tent, you can stay over here in a Barbie country camper. That country camper was a gift from my oldest daughter. I had one. And I just remember endless hours of playing with my country camper. And actually my first cat, Taco, would climb up in the camper So I couldn't actually play in it because like she would, you know, she protected it like this was her space. So I would end up just, me and my friends would just push the cat back and forth across the kitchen floor. The cat loved it, so that's what we did. So moving on, there was a tragic incident in Barbie World where for a year and a half, I really had nowhere to keep these dioramas. And so sadly, I pulled all of the insides out of the Barbie dioramas and we purged by fire. So we lost a lounge and a salon and Mysterious Dawn's shop. So those are gone, but the stuff remains. So I still have all the stuff. So this is Sia's. This is where they go and have their outfits created. So they have their outfits actually sewn here by this lady back here. She does all of the seamstress type stuff. And upstairs, this is her warehouse. So you can come over here and get fitted. And then next door, you can go over here to Brandy's place and you can have a cocktail. And then these are a couple of the dolls that my husband picked up for me at an auction, and I haven't done anything with them yet, so I'm super excited. This is another, I love the rubber band dolls that you get. They're so loved and they're so rubber banded. So anyway, this was the little antique dish hutch that I just got, and I'm fixing it up to be the new bakery. So that's right next door to where you get your cocktail. You can go over here and get, and she of course owns the bakery. And then this is the internet cafe where you can go and have your coffee and you can sit down and eat your bagels and you can get on the internet. And then remember Moana and her salon. So yep. The salon is no more, but Moana does still have a space. And those are her little Brad's heads up there. And then Mysterious Dawn, yeah, she lost her shop too. However, her things still remain, and so she's right here. Then I have a collection of Barbies that my husband picked up for me at an auction, an entire lot, and I haven't touched any of them or done anything with them. You may be wondering where all my other Barbies are, my Barbies. They're all next door in my bedroom. They're all up on the wall over there. And then if you really want to, you can rent this lovely cabin. Y'all remember my dad's cabin, hopefully. Every year I come up here and I change it out twice a year, once for summer and once for Christmas. And I haven't done anything with it yet, but I need to go through and clean it. And I've got some orange essential oil out, and I'll go through it and clean all their little hardwood floors and tidy up. And then that is the end of the little tour. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into one of my fantasy worlds. And I hope that you'll come back and see what I do after some of my Barbies have, I've had a chance to take their hair down and boil wash their hair and straighten them back up and wash their clothes and clean them up and get the ink off of them. And try to fix these Barbies up, and I'll try to do that as the weather cools and we move into fall. All right, guys, I'm sending you out with all the love and many, many blessings. Thanks for watching.